The barcode trap, how a hidden global system controls the world. What if the simple barcode you scan every day is not just for shopping? What if it is part of a hidden global system designed to track, control, and influence humanity itself? From supermarkets to surveillance, from convenience to control, this is the story they never wanted you to question. The innocent beginning of barcodes. Barcodes were officially introduced in the 1970s as a revolutionary tool to speed up commerce. At first glance, they looked harmless, just black lines representing numbers to help stores manage inventory faster. Businesses celebrated barcodes as a symbol of progress. Governments praised them for efficiency. Consumers loved shorter queues and lower costs. But behind this convenience, a question slowly emerged. Why did a system meant only for products begin spreading everywhere? On IDs, documents, medicine, travel passes, and even human bodies. The barcode was not just a tool, it was a language, a machine-readable identity. From products to people, once products were successfully tracked, the next logical step was people. Passports became machine-readable. National ID cards gained scannable codes. Hospital records were digitized. Banking systems demanded traceable identities. Every barcode, QR code, or digital ID reduced a human being into data. Supporters called it modernization. Critics, culminization. The question was no longer what you own, but who you are in the system. If you are not scanned, you do not exist. If you are scanned, you are recorded forever. The rise of centralized databases. Barcodes alone are useless without databases. Behind every scan lies a server. Behind every server lies authority. Governments and corporations began merging databases, financial records, medical histories, travel movements, online behavior, purchasing habits. This created something unprecedented, a digital shadow of every individual. You may forget your past actions. The system never does. Control no longer required force. It only required access. Convenience. As the perfect trap, the most dangerous traps are the ones we enjoy. Barcodes and digital systems promise speed, safety, and simplicity. People willingly traded privacy for comfort. No cash, just scan. No paperwork, just scan. No questions, just scan. Slowly, dependency replaced choice. When systems fail, chaos follows. When access is denied, life stops. A controlled system does not need chains. It needs permissions. Surveillance capitalism and data-powered data is the new oil, but more powerful. Every scan feeds algorithms. Algorithms predict behavior. Predicted behavior becomes manipulation. Corporations know what you want, when you want it, how much you will pay. Governments know where you go, who you meet, what you fear. This is not theory. This is business. Control today is not about soldiers. It is about servers. The psychological impact of being tracked. When people know they are constantly observed, they change. Freedom becomes performance. Rebellion becomes risky. Silence becomes survival. Barcodes and tracking systems create invisible pressure. No one forces obedience. People enforce it on themselves. The system does not shout, it watches, and watching is power. Digital identity and the New World Order debate. Supporters argue digital identity brings security and equality. Critics warn of a centralized authority beyond accountability. A world where access to food, money, healthcare, and travel depends on a digital approval is not science fiction. It is infrastructure under construction. One system, one identity, one switch. And whoever controls the switch controls society. What happens when you are deactivated? Imagine waking up one day and your scan fails. No payment, no transport, no services. You are alive, but invisible. In a barcode-driven world, existence is conditional. Rights turn into privileges. Privileges turn into obedience. Freedom becomes something you must earn daily. Resistance, awareness, and digital literacy. Not all control is inevitable. Awareness is the first form of resistance. Understanding systems prevents blind dependence. Technology itself is not evil. Unchecked power is. The real danger is not barcodes. It is silence. Standing at the edge of a digital future. Humanity stands at a crossroads. One path leads to efficiency without freedom. The other demands awareness, balance, and limits. The barcode trap is not about lines on a product, it is about lines drawn around human choice. And the most important question remains unanswered. Who truly controls the system? From barcodes to biometric control. Barcodes were only the beginning. Soon they evolved into QR codes, RFID chips, facial recognition, fingerprint scans, and iris detection. The logic was simple. Machines trust biology more than paper. Your body itself became the password. Unlike cards or cash, biometrics cannot be lost or changed. Once entered into the system, your identity becomes permanent. Convenience increased, so did vulnerability. Cashless society and total traceability. Cash is anonymous. Digital money is not. As barcodes and QR payments replaced physical currency, every transaction became traceable. Who you paid, where you paid, why you paid. Supporters say this prevents crime. Critics argue it creates financial obedience. When money can be frozen, freedom can be paused. Health codes and conditional freedom. Global crises introduced health-based QR systems. Entry into public spaces required approval. Movement required validation. Health became a gateway to rights. The system proved one thing clearly. Freedom can be switched off, temporarily or permanently, through digital permission. Once normalized, emergency systems rarely disappear. Social scoring and behavioral control. In some parts of the world, behavior is already quantified. Your purchases, your opinions, your associations. Every action affects your score. Low score means limited access. High score means privileges. Control no longer needs punishment. It uses incentives. Media, fear, and mass compliance. Fear is the fastest way to gain obedience. Media amplifies threats. Systems offer safety. People accept tracking not because they want control, but because they fear uncertainty. The barcode trap succeeds when fear replaces questioning. Who really benefits from the system? Not governments alone, not corporations alone. Power concentrates where data concentrates. Those who control databases influence elections, markets, narratives, and behavior. Control today is quiet, legal, and automated. No dictators needed, only dashboards. Is this the New World Order? The phrase sounds dramatic, but the structure is real. A unified digital framework, global standards, interconnected systems. Borders exist physically, but digitally, control is centralized. The question is not conspiracy, it is governance without consent. Can technology and freedom coexist? Yes, but only with limits. Decentralization, transparency, human override. Technology must serve humanity, not replace human choice. Without accountability, efficiency becomes domination. The future we are building right now. The future is not coming, it is already live. Every scan trains the system, every acceptance strengthens it. Silence is agreement. Awareness is power. The barcode trap works best when people stop asking questions. Final truth, the real prison has no walls. The barcode was never the real danger. The real danger is a world where identity is permission, freedom is conditional, and humanity is reduced to data. The system does not need chains, guns, or guards. It only needs your compliance. Thank you for watching this video. Like, share, and subscribe our channel for more informative, interesting, knowledgeable videos.